I'll be the bigger man. What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today it is a cosplay guide to Nightmare Joker.
What you doing, boy? You wanna come help?
I'm gonna come help. Guys, this is Angus. So yes, it is a cosplay guide to Nightmare Joker from Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're going to be going through all the pieces required to build a costume. As you can see, I've started mine. I'm going to be doing that certain cosplay. Now, there are some items that are pretty pricey, most notably the plate carrier. We'll get to that in a minute, but obviously you can see I have found a cheaper alternative.
You help? What you doing, boy?
Now, for the stuff that I have sourced and received so far, I will link in the video description if you guys are wanting to do this particular cosplay. So what we're gonna do is start from the ground up in terms of the pieces, to source them, the certain brands, make, model, stuff like that. So that being said, let's start off with the boots slash pants. Now, a good point of reference for Joker's costume is the pop-up exhibition that appeared in Texas momentarily. Apparently, Warner Brothers weren't happy with it and they ordered it to be taken down, but we had most of the costumes on display there, most notably the Nightmare costume. So if we take a look at this particular photo here of Jared Leto's Nightmare Joker costume on display, we can see a pretty good representation of how the boots and the pants look. So in terms of the boots, it's just some sort of tactical leather type boot. Hell, I could even use my Doc Martens for them. Not sure on the exact make and model, but if you get something that looks pretty close, then you're winning already. And I'm pretty sure someone out there has already tracked down the same make and model. In terms of the pants, it looks like a white cargo pants, straight cut with no elastic down the bottom where the hem is. Now, before I go any further, a massive shout out and thank you to the members of the Replica Prop Forum on Facebook. If you ever need to find out a make, model of something in particular from a costume or a prop that already exists, these guys are straight onto it. I put a photo up of Jared in the costume asking what they thought the plate carrier was and the mag pouches, and they were straight onto it, and we found it, tracked them down. Hell, even the seatbelt cutter, which I'll get to later in the video. Next up, the surgical gown and gloves. So it's been pretty tricky trying to find a surgical gown that is similar and nearly matches Jared's surgical gown. I don't know if it was custom made or they bought a ready-made surgical gown. The one I got off eBay is cotton. It's really high quality. I'm not sure on the price, don't quote me on it, but I do have the link down below. It was off eBay. I made sure to get an extra large because the way it falls and drapes on him in the Nightmare sequence, it is quite loose, so it is oversized on Jared himself. In terms of weathering, it was a mixture of black spray paint, brown spray paint, sprays of red spray paint for blood because there are some blood stains on the sleeves, and good old-fashioned dirt from the driveway. And also literally just getting it on gloved hands and rubbing it in, especially on the seams here. The lighting right now isn't exactly picking up how soiled and detailed it is because it is quite bright in here. I do have to track down a surgical mask that is made out of the similar material. It's a very old school kind of almost Arkham Asylum gown that he's wearing with a surgical mask that's down around his neck, and there is some blood staining on the mask itself. In terms of the gloves, they just look like run-of-the-mill orange cleaning inspection gloves, like autopsy gloves, cleaning gloves for chemical spills, stuff like that, which is a pretty interesting approach that they have with the aesthetic of this costume, orange gloves, but I dig it, it works for me. Okay, this is where it gets really expensive. The plate carrier and accessories. So I've got my laptop here as I've got all the tabs saved on links for certain pieces of the same make and model stuff. So the plate carrier in question that Jared Leto wears is a Siege R optimized plate carrier. Now, it is great to track down the same make and model piece for a costume or prop. It's cool because you have the exact piece that they use. There's nothing else required, you've got it. But in this case, it goes for $711.90, and that is US dollars. That translates to about 800, nearly 900 Australian dollars here. And I'm sorry, I am not paying that for a plate carrier. I get it. It is high quality, state-of-the-art tech that has been put into these plate carriers, but I just can't fathom spending that. So This piece right here I got off eBay. Let me double check the price. So this particular plate carrier here was 75 Australian dollars, and you just can't go wrong with that. It looks similar, minus some clips here and there, but it does the part. It works. Again, a lot of dirt from the driveway on this bad boy. I printed this off on the computer, but I just realized I'm gonna have to go back in and do it, because upon watching the nightmare sequence again, the patch that is on the back of Leto's vest says SWAT Gotham City Police, and I just got a bit antsy, and because all the police badges were covering up the police part, I just stupidly assume it said Gotham City, but that's no big deal. Just tear that one off because it was contacted head on. Print a new one that says Gotham City Police, put it back on, seal it up with a matte sealer. Bob's your uncle. Now the mag pouches. The mag pouches in question that Leto uses are G-code Scorpion pouches. So we've got the 2 clips here for assault rifles, and then we have, I think this is the 9mm clip holder here. Again, these are unbranded ones off eBay. They cost a fraction of the price as opposed to the G-code ones, and they look exactly the same, minus no G-code Scorpion insignia. Now, just move my coffee. The police badges are something that I've been tinkering away with. So I've ordered several police badges off AliExpress and Costume Box. This is the first one that arrived, and I took a block mold of it just with silicone, just with Pinky Sil, and I've been churning out different variations of resin copies and doing tests, especially with the blood splatter, trying to get that really dark, gnarly, aged, coagulated, clotted blood, like it's really soaked in and oxidized the metal and it's been there a while and it's kind of chunky. So this is one style of badge, and I have 2 more style of badges on the way. One is a pointed sheriff badge and the other one is a much more bulkier kind of special agent badge. So I will be taking molds of them, and when I settle on a good finish, because this is using pigment powder in the mold, this is a darker one and this is a brighter gold. Once I get a method down pat, I'll be casting up all the final ones and strategically placing them and trying to match the screen used vest as much as possible. Now, in terms of how I'm gonna fix them, I'm probably gonna join all the badges together so they're one piece and then just stick it on as a whole. Now, the seatbelt cutter in question is one that I managed to track down and find here in Australia. It is the Gerber seatbelt and nylon strap cutter 5-inch compact safety rescue blade. So on gruntforce.com, it goes for $48 US. I found one here in Melbourne for $55, so it works out just a bit cheaper. I did find it in the khaki color. It will have to be sprayed black because Leto's one in question is actually black and attaches right there on the plate carrier. Easy done. That's nice and simple, and it's cool to have something that's the same make and model. Okay, moving on to weapons. Now, I am not an assault rifle expert, so from what I can see, Joker's assault rifle looks like a Kar 816 assault rifle. If I am wrong, please correct me in the comments section. Obviously, there are gonna be aficionados out there that will know these things back to front and know the exact same make and model. The cool thing is, Leto has Harley's gun and he has his purple pimped out Colt gun from Suicide Squad in the sides of his plate carrier. He's got Harley's gun on this side and his purple Suicide Squad gun on this side here in hard shell holsters. So that'll be a matter of either 3D printing these or finding kits and do them up, paint them, stuff like that. But I love that little Easter egg that he still has his gun and he's taken Harley's gun. So those are on the sides of the plate carrier, easy done. I'm honestly not really fussed about the assault rifle. I'm just happy to have those 2 guns because they are cool little Easter eggs. Now, quick little bonus one, the Joker card. Now, you can print one at home, both sides, stick them together, or I am following Alter Ego Studios. I will leave their Instagram down below. They do high quality prints of the Joker card, so I'll probably snap up a couple of them, do different finishes on it. I think it's pretty essential to have that Joker card because it's quite pivotal in that sequence between Leto and Affleck. Now finally, the makeup. There is 2 photos I have found online. I can't for the life of me find the video footage, but it is raw footage of Jared Leto on set. You see the green screen behind him, and it's a great look at the makeup design, especially the teeth. The teeth freak me out. It looks like they've colored it so there's teeth missing, like the caps have been pulled out, and it just looks rotten and disgusting, and I love it. So I'm actually gonna be utilizing my Whiplash grill that I had made many moons ago, and I think it'd just be great to utilize it, put that in the front of my teeth, and color and darken my teeth and put a bit of fake blood in there. In terms of the white makeup, it's probably gonna be the aqua color from Krylon, the same stuff I use for the Crow cosplay, and then do the black eyes and the red. In terms of the wig, I'm still sourcing a wig at the moment. There is a good friend of mine by the name of Greg who does amazing life-size figures of comic book characters and TV show characters, and he does great lace front wig work that is so affordable it's not funny. So gonna probably tee something up with him in terms of the wig. So guys, that is pretty much it. I think I've covered everything in terms of his costume. Again, this is about a week's worth of stuff, tinkering, stuff like that. So I'm just looking at the tracking number for the seatbelt cutter that's due to arrive today, as well as the gloves sometime this week. Still have to source the pants. Again, it's not a priority. It's just a matter of finding some white cargo pants that aren't elastic at the bottom. And I'm actually thinking I'll just use my black Doc Martens if it means saving money. So again, what I've got so far, I will link down below in the video description if you guys want to have a crack at this cosplay. If not, we've got the links for the same make and model stuff. If you do want to get that plate carrier, holy shit, go for it. That would just be like top tier cosplay shit right there. But for me, not for 850/900 Australian dollars. No way, man. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Now, I want to run something by you guys. A few months ago, I had a good friend of mine, Luke, who I met through Benny of Bendable FX, try on my screen used Robin suit. And the reason being is Luke is very lean, small framed, and has pretty much the same physique as Chris O'Donnell did when he filmed Batman and Robin. I filmed a lot of footage. It was myself, Ben, our friend Damon, and of course Lukey, and we had nitrile gloves on and we carefully put him in the top half of the suit. Not the bottoms, just the top. And it makes for great footage. And I've been sitting on this for a while. If you guys are keen to see it, I'd love to show you guys. Obviously, it's one of those things where you want to make sure you're not going to upset anyone, even though we took all the proper precautions to make sure the suit was not stressed, stretched, anything in the matter, whether it be the neoprene or the foam. And it looks amazing. Luke looks brilliant in it as opposed to the mannequin I've got it on. There's just something about it being on a organic, you know, soft, fleshy body as opposed to a hard-edged plastic mannequin. And he fitted so well. Didn't stress the suit by any means, but it makes for great footage. If you guys want to see it, I will film an intro to it and then show you guys the footage we got. We've got about half an hour's worth of footage of Lukey in the suit. We put him in it twice. As soon as he started to overheat, we got it straight off him. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Wherever you're on the world, have yourselves an absolute cracker of a day. I hope you're well, hope you're happy, be merry, be silly, and until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.